and because I think had he not been, like I said, lobbying, he probably could have gotten on the ball. But it's a tough break. We were fortunate that it didn't cost us right there. The defense did a great job getting it back.
I wanted to ask you about BC's punt return touchdown because your coverage unit's been pretty good all season. But what did you see on film there? Where was the breakdown?
HA went behind the guy. Classic example. We executed exactly what we wanted. No return. Ball's on the ground. We've got two guys. We held the ball forever, and we got two guys right there. And TJ relaxed. It kind of hit TJ. He kind of relaxed because they didn't think the guy's going to return it. He's on the ground, and AJ goes behind him like he's on the goal line or something. And just poor job of us coaching and making sure he understand. I mean, we never do that. I mean, he just had a brain fart right there. That's all I can say. We got to stay in front of the returner. That's football 101. You stay in front of it. And so the returner was I don't think he was going to return it, but all of a sudden, he was able to just catch it quick and go, and it caught TJ off guard because TJ relaxed. So you can't relax, and I think everybody on the punt team had relaxed because it just looked like it was not going to be a returnable ball, and he caught him off guard.
I think these numbers are close, if not correct, but since the Syracuse game, your defense 91 drives and 84 have ended without points. Have you ever seen a dominant stretch like that in your career?
I don't know. I'd have to get somebody to do some research for me on that. I know they've done a really good job of keeping them out of the end zone, and we put them in some tough situations too. That one touchdown in the second half of the Syracuse game, they got the ball on the 10-yard line or whatever it was, 15, something like that. But they've done a great job. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shutout for them the other night, but they're playing well. And this will be an interesting challenge this week. Last week was a huge challenge from a style of physicality. They're going to run to set the pass up. This team is kind of the opposite in that they got a first-round draft pick quarterback back there that can sling it all over the place, and they're going to pass the football empty and try to set the run up through that. And so it's a different approach. So I'm really anxious to see our guys and how they respond, to a totally different type of challenge. It's a really, really good offense.
They have also, I think, held opponents without a first half touchdown in 12 of the last 15 games. How much freedom does that give you in your play calling offensively, especially when things aren't really clicking like they were the other night in the first half?
Well, it all works together. I think to be a good team, you got. There's times when the defense will go out there and give up a touchdown, and the offense has got to kind of get the points back. And but when you have a defense that can be so consistent, and it allows you to manage the game, maybe a little differently as opposed to some of these teams out there that you see that you got to outscore everybody. So at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do is win. And so it can change some of your decisions based on how they're playing. I think it's silly to not think that way. You got to pay attention to what's happening in the game. And but our mindset offensively is to play fast and to attack, and that's what we do. And if the game dictates differently, then we respond. But it certainly helps to know that we don't have to score on offense every time we get the ball. We usually have time to settle in and create some field position and wear them down a little bit.
I know you don't necessarily like sitting around a hotel all day, but why do you like night games? Why are night games good for this program?
Well, I think it's obviously our fans love the night games here, and so I think it's great. Even the noon games from a TV standpoint, we get a national audience, but it's a special time in the Valley when under the lights, especially this time of year, November. It's not September. At 7 o'clock, it's going to be dark out there, and time is it? Yeah, it's only 6:30. It's dark, so it'll be an awesome environment. And, I think our guys love it, playing under the lights, and especially senior night, having a chance to really savor the day and give them a full day to really kind of, I think, soak in senior day, and for our fans to really have a lot of time to tailgate and appreciate military appreciation and all that. it'll be awesome atmosphere. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'm glad that we're going to be able to finish the back-to-back night games here.
What's the run kid look like on film?
He's a good player. Yeah, he's a good player. He's you know, that little sucker. I'm going to try to get a picture. I've got a picture cast it the other day of when they were all in camp, and it was little Chris, JD and Judah, Will, Drew, Tanner Pearman, and Nolan Turner. They were all probably like, I don't know, 9, you know, something like that. And it's the cutest picture, so we're going to try to recreate that picture. Ben Batson is in that picture as well. But he's a good player. He's still developing physically, but I think he leads them in sacks and tackles for loss, and he's an active guy. They've used him a lot in their rush package, but he's a physical kid. He's probably looks like he's about 225-ish or so, but he's going to be a good player. He's a good player for him. He's got the mindset that you need, and he's athletic.
I know it's still early, but you have guys that are junior, they're draft eligible, Mullen, Lamar, Tim Scott. Have any of those made decisions, or
no,
still just so far away?
Yeah, nobody's even worried about that stuff right now. We're just trying to finish strong.
Thanks, Coach.